Broadcast booth, and we're now live on Video Productions and on WVOW Radio. Thank you for joining in tonight as we have the Class AAA Region Section 2 Boys Semifinal matchup between the number 1 seed Logan Wildcats and the number 4 seed Wayne Pioneers. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. The snow outside is weird for April, but basketball is even weirder in April this year. But this should be a fun matchup here in Region 4, Section 2. And again, the two winners of this game, the winner of this game will face off against the winner of the Lincoln County Scott game, which is going on tonight as well. The loser of tonight's ball game, it is all over this season for them, as it's win or go home time here in West Virginia for basketball for the boys. We had the Logan girls last night advancing on to the state tournament, and now the boys are looking to take their first step in doing that as well for the Logan Wildcats. On the other side, the Wayne Pioneers travel up this week from Wayne County, and they're looking to upset the number 1 seeded Logan Wildcats. Well, I'll be joined by Chris Kidd here shortly, so we're going to take our first 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 2 AAA Boys Semifinals here on Video Productions and live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our number 1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you now. Alongside me, Nathan Bush. Again, 7:15 apparently came early. I thought we started at 7:20. My apologies. We were at a tennis match with my team from Chapmanville at the rec center, so we were trying to stay as long as we could.
Well, the powers that be had told me 7:15, so you know what?
I showed up, I saw Nathan talking, I was like, okay, what happened?
The people requested at least 2 minutes without you.
I'd say they do a heck of a lot more than 2 minutes without me, and especially after the last few days, as we're back here at Willie Acres Arena, our new home address.
Yes. Did you get your letter this morning from the mailbox? I did.
I was going to say, I think you picked them up for me, thankfully.
Yeah.
But, this is my 4th night here, your 3rd night here since Saturday, and we got a chance here to see who moves on to the sectional finals on Friday against either Lincoln County or Scott. And again, Joe Limble and I will be in communication with each other throughout the evening to keep you updated on those scores, just to see who will end up facing off against who. But this is a Logan team, Nathan. They've won 10 of their last 11 ever since starting 2-3 on the year, including a big win over this Wayne team earlier this year, 76-48 on March 17th. and a chance here to move back into a sectional final and perhaps have a chance to host a regional final.
Yeah, they get a win here tonight, Chris. That's the first step in getting to where they want to be ultimately, and that's to Charleston. Logan has not made a trip to Charleston in quite a while, believe
2011, 2012.
Yeah, that's the last time they were in Charleston. And, you look at all these young athletes that are trying to get there, and we go back and look at, Logan's now in AAA. In AA, they had David Early and company there, and as great an athlete as he was, they were unable to get to Charleston several times, just ran into some dominant teams. Of course, the Chapmanville, two-time defending state champions had something to do with that. But Logan now a much younger team, but yet still on the verge of getting to where they want to be, which is in Charleston, because if you talk to anybody that follows Logan basketball, they're saying, hey, state tournament or it's a lost year in some ways.
Again, this is a Logan team that has dominated this matchup between them and the Wayne Pioneers since 2006. Logan is 17-1 against Wayne, and they've won the last 7 in those contests. So this is going to be a big uphill climb for this Wayne Pioneer club. But just a few years back, we did see them spring the upset in AA in this position where they knocked out number 1 seed Chapmanville, coached by Alan Hatcher at the time, in that 49-46 stunner. So this is a Wayne club that definitely has those ideas in the back of their mind and would love nothing more than to spoil Logan's season here this evening and move into that sectional final themselves. And
Wayne's got one thing, Chris, that I think is absolutely an advantage to them. They're coming in as the major underdog in this ball game. They've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They are coming out here and they can literally just put their head down and go, because this is hey, if we could shock the world here, if we pull off this upset, Logan ranked in the top 5 or 6 in Class AAA, where Wayne, they're coming in here and a lot of people are overlooking them, and they shouldn't, because this is a Wayne team that can play some pretty good defense when given the opportunity. They've just had a really tough schedule this year. But, again, everything that happened before tonight, you can kind of throw it out the window at this point, because now the season starts over, and it's the postseason, and anything can happen here. Tonight it's win or go home.
Well, even though Nathan's throwing it in the trash, let's take a look at Wayne's season thus far and see how they did get here. Again, they've had a wild up and down season. Again, they started 0-7, but then won 3 in a row against Sissonville, and then back-to-back wins over Huntington St. Joe, before then losing 3 in a row after that, and then won their final regular season game against Wahama 70-69 in double overtime last Thursday. So they've had an oddball year, but in those games where they've lost, they've not just lost, but they've lost big, because their closest loss out of the 10 was by 9 to Buffalo. Other than that, they've lost every other game by 20 or more points in those contests. So this has been a Wayne club that has had some flashes of brilliance, but also had a lot of nadirs this season. And Sam Kokenauer, he does have some good scores on this team, headlined by senior Bryce Sansom, who's going to have to really be hot tonight.
Well, and I think, Chris, you're going to see tonight a Wayne team that is going to try and slow the game down a little bit. They're going to try and keep Logan from
productions.
GM Superstore is your full-service Buick, Chevy, and GMC dealer. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, service, and pricing on your next ride. Home of the Thornhill 10120. You'll get total support with Thornhill GM Superstore.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
From Chapmanville there. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush talking food here in the post game.
What else are we talking about, right?
Again, Garrett Lester, our engineer on video productions, Emma Gardner, our camera operator on video productions, and Terry Bucklew, our engineer, back in the WVOW studios. Again, talking Wayne and Logan here in this sectional semifinal. Again, the other being Lincoln County and Scott tonight in that 2-3 matchup taking place in Madison at the Civic Center there.
And I'm interested to see how that turns out, mainly from the Civic Center point of view, because, again, Coach Ballard elected for Scott to go with the Madison Civic Center instead of the Hawks Nest there at the school.
I think he said wider court.
He said wider court and more people. And I'm interested to see how that looks. I mean, the Civic Center is a great building. It holds more people. But, again, to me, that's a neutral site game because Scott has not played a game there this year. But should be a fun one there in Lincoln County. Joe Lind will be on the call of that. And we will have updates for you here on WVOW as it goes. I sent Joe a text message earlier telling him it was 0-0 here in Logan right now. So he knows.
Early first quarter.
Yeah, very early. But it should be a great ball game, Chris. Again, we got looks like a state tournament crew here reffing tonight, so it should be a fun one here in Logan.
Yeah, and again, tomorrow night, Nathan and I will be back here at Willie Acres Arena.
Where else would we be?
It'll be a highly anticipated matchup with number one man in Class Single A taking on top 5 Tug Valley in Class Single A. Again, that first meeting was a one-handed massacre, 85-56. But we felt like after we watched the other night, Tug Valley looked great against Tulsa. Man looked great in the second half against Sherman. I think we'll have a tighter game on our hands, and you know that Tug Valley wants to avenge what happened there.
Oh, absolutely they do. And whoever wins that game, the winner of that game will face the winner of the Wahama-Gilmer County game, I believe is the game there that is taking place. And the loser of that game will travel to either Wahama or Gilmer County to play for a chance to go to the state tournament. So both teams very, very well could make the state tournament.
For my money at the moment, I would say both of them have a better than good shot at it. Again, that's nothing against Wahama or Gilmer. Gilmer's been there several times to the state tournament, but I just feel like the strength of both those ball clubs is going to be very difficult to deal with going out of that. But obviously you don't want to have to go to Gilmer or Wahama if you don't have to. So
and the Tug Valley girls are actually playing tonight against Gilmer County in Naugatuck. They lead right now in the second quarter 25-11 with a berth in the state tournament on the line tonight in Naugatuck.
So again, we wish them the best of luck as well.
We will have updates all through tonight. I'm telling you, we're going to have updates from everywhere.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting evening here as the tournaments have begun, and we're going to start narrowing the field down as we have elimination games on tap tonight as well as in Scott. So make sure you're with us to see who ends up playing who out of this Region 4 Section 2 semifinal come Friday night. And again, Chapmanville will be playing as well on Friday night against Liberty Raleigh. The boys will. That'll be on video productions as well. So if you're with us on video productions and on WVOW, you've definitely come to the right place for high school basketball.
Yeah, you're going to OD on high school basketball this week. There's plenty to be had here on video productions and on WVOW. And don't forget, tonight after the game, we're going out to catch up with the Reds as they're taking on the Diamondbacks tonight in Great American Ballpark.
Yeah, so again, more baseball action coming your way, more sports action coming your way. Again, ESPN Radio following that too. So if you're out on a long drive tonight, you've definitely tuned in to the right spot for all your sports fix. And again, they're going to start the pregame introductions here on both sides. And Logan unable to do their light show here for tournament play, even though it is a home game, but it is outlawed in these type of games.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. I'll say that. It doesn't make sense, but rules are rules, I suppose.
Now let's take a look at the starting lineups on both sides. We'll start with the Wayne Pioneers, as they are led by senior Bryce Sansom. Then you have senior Brandon Dotson, followed by junior Ryan Maynard. Then you have senior Jake Merritt, and rounding out the lineup will be junior Daniel Bryant for the Wayne Pioneers. On the other side for Logan, it'll be the familiar five. It'll be 6'1" junior Jaron Glick, followed by 6'2" sophomore Garrett Williamson, 6'2" sophomore Aiden Slack in the 3 spot. Then you have 6'5" junior Landon Atkins filling up the middle, and 5'11" sophomore Scotty Browning rounding out the lineup for the Logan Wildcats. And the key thing there, Nathan, not one senior in that entire starting lineup, so this is an entire group that's coming back.
Yeah, unbelievable for the Wildcats as now they're being introduced. We will give you one update here. The Logan girls will be playing in state tournament. We had their game last night on WVOW. They've made the state tournament. They will be the 4 seed and will be playing at 9 p.m. Wednesday evening in Charleston. They will take on Pikeview in their first round state tournament matchup.
Yeah, they played so well last night in winning that game.
They did. They looked great out here. And congratulations to Coach Girth, Coach Toth, and everyone involved with the Lady Wildcats last night. An unbelievable win.
Yeah, not sure of the capacity situation at the Charleston Civic Center for the state tournament, but hopefully enough people allowed in as long as it's safe and be able to watch the girls next Wednesday night. Well, let's step aside for our final 2-minute break, and we'll be back for the start of the tip here between Logan and Wayne after this, as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home, with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Willie Acres Arena, where the ceremonies are out of the way, and the Wayne Pioneers will have the pass in because tip-offs still are not allowed for some reason.
And we're going to be going right to left across your computer screen and radio dial.
I will complain about this until it changes.
And Logan will be going left to right as they get it up top. 3 on the way right away. No good by Sansom as tipped around, taken by Landon Atkins. He'll get it up ahead to Garrett Williamson on the right wing. Back to the top of the key as Slack will step into a long 2, and he connects as he had a foot on the line.
Yeah, foot on the line, but a nice shot from Aiden Slack to knock that one down, and already a timeout.
Wow, Sam Kokenauer, 25 seconds into the game, has seen enough, I guess, and calls a 30-second
All right.
timeout.
I think that might be the record for fastest timeout in a game history.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess he's not going to take him back to Wayne with him tonight one way or the other, but he obviously didn't see something he liked on that opening possession on either side. So just a reminder, this game brought to you in part by Nationwide Insurance Agent Greg Dalton, who is a proud supporter of Logan Wildcat Athletics and the community of Logan County. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, call the Greg Dalton Agency at 304-752-8300. Greg Dalton Insurance, with offices on Main Street in Logan and Main Street in Chapmanville. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. So now the Wildcats come out in full court pressure out of the timeout.
And they do it better than just about anybody.
It's Wayne in their all-black uniforms with red lettering and red Pioneers across the chest. Logan in their all-white uniforms, blue and gold trim with Wildcats in gold across the chest. As a jumper from the right side, knocked down by Jake Merritt to get Wayne on the board.
Good shot there from Merritt. Had an open look, just knocked it down.
It's a 2-2 your score, 7:10 to go here in the opening quarter as Williamson drives in on the left side, pull-up jumper. Looked like he got hit, nothing called as rebound comes down to Merritt. Now here come the Pioneers into the front court. They give it over to Sansom. Sansom had 22 in the first game against Logan, so he's someone that can fill it up in a hurry if he gets the chance. Now they get it over right side to Merritt, knocked away by Slack, and out of bounds stays with Wayne.
Slack's got active hands on defense for Logan for sure, and you'll see all the Wildcats. They're all very active with their hands on defense.
It'll be inbounded by Merritt in front of the Logan bench. Tried to throw it over towards Sansom. Was it deflected or not?
I don't think it was.
Now the official going to discuss it, and I think they're still discussing it.
They're more like playing pass right now with the ball.
They gave it back and forth a couple times there.
Apparently they're saying that was tipped by Logan.
So it'll be inbound by Sansom underneath the basket, lobs it out front for Maynard. Maynard to the top of the key for Sansom. And Sansom trying to go to work here on Williamson, and he draws a quick foul on Garrett Williamson.
And Williamson there bodied up, just looked like he got that on. Call that just about every time are the officials. And you're getting a good understanding here of what the officials are going to call early on in this game.
Now it'll be inbounded. They get it into the top of the key for Brandon Dotson. He'll dribble to his left, kicks it back out for Maynard. Maynard on Scotty, being guarded by Scotty Browning. He'll drive in left side. Layup rolls out, but he gets his rebound back. Can't finish on the putback, and Browning gets the rebound.
Yeah, Logan starting out giving up some offensive boards, but not allowing that bucket.
They go down low to Landon Atkins on the left block. Pounds his way in, goes up with the right hook, but can't finish, and rebounded underneath, taken away by Maynard.
Still like that take from Atkins there.
I do too. I said if you get that position, I said that's usually a pretty reliable shot for him. As they get it to Merritt on the right side. He picks up his dribble, tried to force a tough pass, but able to get it back. Now they get it to Dotson on the right corner, back up top for Merritt.
Wayne got lucky on that bounce pass. That bounced right back to him.
We got 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now back over to Dotson. Again, 2-2 your score in this sectional semifinal matchup. Driving in, throws it back out. Browning almost got his hands on it. Now Maynard will pop a three, and he'll bury it.
And Browning gambled there, wasn't able to get it, and that led to a wide open three, and now Wayne takes a 5-2 lead.
Maynard averages 7 points on the season, gets his first three this evening. So 5-2 in favor of Wayne, 5.5 to go in the first. Nice give and go to Slack as he's wide open, finishes with the left hand.
Yeah, that pick and roll was nicely executed there. Slack cuts to the rim, nobody back to get him, and that's a carry.
Wow, for real, got away with it underneath, wide open layup, count it for Daniel Bryant.
I don't know why there wasn't a carry called there. That was blatant. The whole crowd called it.
Now here comes Glick back the other way. He'll penetrate in, steps back, jumper on the way, in and out, no good. Rebounded though by Atkins. He'll swing it back out. Browning for three, picks up where he left off last week.
Yeah, and again, you think, Logan was off an entire week. Are they kind of dusting some rust off here early on? Scotty Browning said, what rust?
It stays Splash City for him after hitting those 2 game winners against Scott and then Herbert Hoover. As they get it out for Dotson, he'll drive in, found a crease, and misses on the layup.
He won't get one easier than that, and that's a foul.
And he tried to come back and get the ball and ended up tripping up Atkins on the play.
Yeah, and that's just a frustration foul there because you see that layup. Logan defense just kind of fell asleep and left the man wide open. He drives to the lane, and you won't get an easier look than that against Logan very often. Just left it a little long there.
Yeah, I think he just added too much momentum or maybe took off a little too soon off of his back foot and didn't quite get the momentum he wanted as Browning gets it in the corner. He'll jack a three, and he hits another.
He's heating up again.
And he had 14 in that win over Herbert Hoover when he hit the game winner at the buzzer for that 75-73 win. And now it's a 10-7 Logan lead. Quickly underneath, Bryant gets free again, and he'll lay it up for his 4th point.
Wayne doing a good job against Logan's pressure so far.
Now Logan beats him back quickly the other way, but Merritt blocks Slack underneath, poked it away from him and off of Slack's leg.
Okay, Wayne's playing inspired right now. They're not letting Logan come in here and dominate, and they are not scared of the Logan Wildcats right now, Chris. They're throwing some shots themselves here.
And again, Logan not going to allow them to get into any type of a stall if they were planning on it by going full court pressure.
Well, that entire stall went out the window as soon as the full court pressure came out.
Now Maynard works it across the timeline, dribbles in on the left side, pass to Bryant, tipped away, trying to chase it down as Browning, but out of bounds off of Logan.
Good play by Adkins as he saw the passing lane and just got his left arm out and knocked the ball out of bounds, saved the layup.
Now it'll be inbounded from the far side, out of bounds by Sansom. Gets it in from Maynard as Garrett Williamson has bottled Sansom up thus far, as he normally does on the defensive side.
He's a defensive juggernaut, and now you see maybe a little stall ball here from Wayne.
Merritt dribbles to his right, goes inside for Dotson. Tough fadeaway for him off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Logan.
Tough shot, Glick was there.
Now they get it up ahead, out to Browning, back to Slack. Left corner 3 on the way, off the front iron, no good. Rebound tipped up, taken by Wayne.
Still a good shot from Slack.
Now here's Maynard up the right side. 3:17 left in the first quarter. 10-9 Logan leads it. Tough jumper on the way and short by Maynard, and Glick able to paw the rebound. Now here he comes up the left side in transition. Wayne able to get back. Glick skips it cross court for Browning. Now into the corner for Slack. He tries this corner, this one off the front iron as well.
Well, he's got to keep shooting those. He's open. He'll knock him down.
Now Merritt tries to go between 3 defenders and can't finish, and rebounded by Logan.
Pretty Euro step, though.
I'm going to say he got inside there, but just had no angle on the basket as Williamson out to Browning. Not who you want to leave open, but this time, unfortunately, off the front iron.
And these are shots Logan normally locked down. Wayne's getting a gift right now.
And 10-9, Logan leads it. 2:37 left in the first quarter as Maynard penetrates in on the right side. Nice dish underneath the Dotson, and he'll finish on the left side.
And Coach Green is not happy at the moment.
He calls his first 30-second timeout as Wayne has now taken an 11-10 lead here with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And as we mentioned, again, it's very difficult come tournament time to assess where a lot of these teams are going to be at, where they left off at. And as we said, Wayne's had an up-and-down year with those 7 straight losses to start the year, 3 straight wins after, 3 straight losses after, and then winning their last regular season game, but maybe build a little momentum after that.
Yeah, and Wayne is showing no fear here tonight. And we're going to look. I have maybe a live look in here as Scott leads Lincoln County 5-2 on video productions. Live look in there, and look, they got the student section up on the stage. That's neat. That place is absolutely jam-packed right now. Scott up 7-2.
Who needs Joe Linville tonight? We've got it here on video.
When you got a live look in, I mean, you just need Garrett Lester. He's got it all.
It's 7-2 now, or 11-10 now. It's looking at the other scores. Glick takes it left baseline, and he puts it in for his first 2.
Yeah, nice shot there from Glick, and he's a guy that Logan's going to want to get going for sure. He is a hot hand, and he can fill it up in a hurry.
And he had 31 the other night against Hoover, and now a steal by Williamson at midcourt. Dribbles in, cut off, throws it over for Browning on the right side. He lobs it in for Atkins, gets away. Dotson saves it and into the hands of Sansom. Now here comes the Pioneers in transition as Dotson up the right side, cut off by Glick. Cross-court pass, finds his man. 3 on the way for Merritt off the side of the rim and rebounded by Atkins. So here comes Logan leading at 12-11. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Glick into the middle, now to the right side. Gets caught in midair, lost the ball on the way up, and here comes Wayne back the other way. It's Merritt up the right side. He'll stop, pop a 3, no good in front of Browning, and rebounded by Williamson. Outlet pass for Browning, got behind the defense, racing to the basket, and he'll lay it in on the left side.
Browning's been able to do that all year, Chris. He's been able to find, just on defense, when a shot goes up, he just takes off, and they find him on a wide-open layup.
So now it's a 3-point Logan lead at 14-11. As driving in as Dotson runs into Atkins, no whistle, and here comes Williamson.
Good no call, I think.
Up ahead to Browning, left side, counted in the foul as Scotty Browning has been on fire here in the first quarter. He's got 10 points now.
And again, Chris, we talked about this pretty much every Logan game we've done this season. It can always be somebody different that fills up the stat sheet you see here on our Logan Regional replay, and I think that's a good no call. Hands straight up and down. I mean, yeah, there was some contact, but I think that's a good call, and then the finish on the other end.
Yeah, again, Atkins stood his ground, as you said, didn't go into him at all, kept his hands up, so I like the call there.
Yeah, I think that was a good let-him-play call by the officials.
Now Browning's free throw up, rattles through, and he's got 11.
Man, that thing did rattle, didn't it?
Yeah, that thing ping-ponged off the front and the back rim a few times.
Yeah, that's only foul on Browning.
As he reaches in, that'll be his first.
And kind of rode him up the court there. And again, as soon as we hear anything on the Tug Valley girls game, I've been trying to keep up with that as well. We'll give you an update on that score as well. It is looks like halftime Tug Valley leads 27-14 at the half.
They inbound it to Dotson. He turns and fires a three and connects.
Big shot there from Dotson. Again, Wayne just keeping it close right now, and that's what they've got to do. They can not let Logan get out to a big lead. They've got a real chance here, and Williamson's going to hold for one here, it looks like.
Yeah, again, like you mentioned, that's the name of the game for Wayne right now. Keep yourself within breathing distance and hope to get this down into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you know anything can happen in the fourth, and now Logan's got Hensley and Townsend in. Townsend, the only senior, but, man, we've seen him provide sparks for Logan all season, as has Hensley. Hensley was a big part in that Hoover game.
Yeah, they're huge sparks on the defensive side specifically.
Absolutely.
As we're down to 18 seconds now, Williamson still dribbling around near midcourt.
Looks like Wayne's just going to let him.
And Logan does have the possession arrow to start quarter number 2 as well.
I'll tell you what, they almost got Browning there on 3 seconds in the paint.
Now Williamson will dribble to his left, gives it to Glick, kicks it back out to Browning. 2 seconds left. He'll heave a three at the horn. Count it for Scotty Browning. And what else would you expect from him? 3 3-pointers in the quarter, 14 overall, and Logan leads at 20-14 at the end of one.
Big shot, Scott does it again.
You're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
The road to total savings starts here, Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick Chevy GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Welcome back, everyone. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you as Logan leads at 20-14 as we start the second quarter here from Willie Acres Arena in this Region 4 Section 2 semifinal matchup. Here tonight, where one team's season is over, the other moves on to the finals on Friday. As Townsend in the left corner gets it out to Williamson. 2-3 zone now for Wayne. As they kick it back over to Townsend, he thought about a three, instead brings it inside the arc over to Browning. Browning drives baseline, pull-up jumper for him, this time short and rebounded by Dotson.
Good look from Scotty there. Thought he was going to get that one to go, but a 2-3 zone's an interesting look by Wayne against Logan.
They go down low to Daniel Bryant, and he continues to have a strong game. He's got 6 now.
Wayne has really done a nice job on the inside. They have really beat Logan so far in points in the paint.
And Bryant had 5 points and 7 rebounds against Logan the last time, averages 3.6 points per game. As that pass gets off of Townsend, but he gets it back. Back out to Hensley, now down low for Williamson. Kicks it out for Townsend on the left side. He'll drive into the paint, out for Glick. Glick on the right wing, skips it over for Browning in the left corner.
Yeah, Williamson's going to reset here, and that's a good call. Wayne's 2-3 zone has done very nice so far against this Logan, the offense.
20-16, Logan leads it here early in the second quarter as Browning in the left corner, back up top for Williamson. He'll drive in, finds a crease, runs into a man, counted, and the foul for Williamson.
Wow, what a tough shot from Garrett Williamson.
And they get that foul on Daniel Bryant. That'll be his first, and Williamson just muscled that ball up as he went down and got it to go.
Yeah, and Williamson, for a guard, really shifty and can really get into the paint and finish.
He hits the free throw as well. That's his first 3 of the game. He had 17 in the last win for Logan against Herbert Hoover.
And look at Townsend with the steal.
Picks the pocket of Maynard, goes up, and Maynard commits the foul on the back end of it. So what a job there by Townsend, showing why he gets so much playing time.
Yeah,
now.
and we talked about Townsend earlier, Chris. You brought it up, defensive spark, and that's exactly what he can do right there. Force a turnover and then draw a foul.
Now, one of the seniors on this roster,
the only
senior on this roster now for the Logan Wildcats. His first free throw rattles in and out.
Again, he kind of came on in the middle of the season after a couple departures from this Logan squad, and he has stepped in nicely.
Now, second free throw for Townsend.
There was a lane violation there, had to be.
Yeah, I was going to say Maynard stepped in early. Boy, this has been a bad 30 seconds for Maynard right now.
Yeah, I mean, he was in front of Townsend before the ball left his hand.
So that'll give Townsend another attempt. Third free throw, no good, but here's a rebound by Cameron Hensley.
And that's offensive foul on Cameron Hensley.
Yeah, he extended that arm.
And Hensley was just trying to get a little body on body there and maybe just got a little too much. The refs can call that offensive foul.
And that is the score at the end of one over in Madison, 18-11. Scott leads Lincoln County at the end of one. So again, we'll keep you updated on that game as the winner of this game and that one will meet up on Friday as Maynard tips a pass over to Dotson. Left corner jumper, no good, rebounded by Townsend. Here comes Logan racing back the other way. 6:20 to go before halftime. Over for Williamson. He'll drive in on the left side, kicks it out for Townsend. Now to Hensley. Pulls up inside the arc. His jumper rattles around twice and falls home.
Shooter's roll for Hensley on that one, and that extends the Logan lead to 9.
Now danger territory for the Pioneers here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Sansom gets across court, now into the corner. 3 on the way for the freshman. No good that time by Zane Adkins and rebounded by Logan.
Adkins with an interesting shot there. Didn't even leave his feet when he shot the ball.
Now here's Glick. He finds an open 3 from the wing. No good, but there's Hensley on the boards again. He can't hit the putback and rebounded by Wayne. Pass almost intercepted, and Browning does steal it. Now here's Hensley. He'll drive in, bounce pass over to Williamson, and he'll be fouled on the way up, and that'll send him to the line for 2 as Braden Eves hacked him.
And again, the Logan defense, we saw the pressure in the first quarter. Wayne did a nice job handling it, but now the pressure with Townsend and Hensley in the game has really stepped up for the Wildcats.
Now Williamson, 3 points thus far, had a 3-point play earlier this quarter, swishes the first free throw.
The old-fashioned 3-point play, as they call it.
Now he'll get another one here as the lead has swelled to double digits for the first time. Second free throw rattles in and out, rebound tipped around and taken by Wayne. It's Eves looking for help, and he has it ripped out of his hands by Williamson. Over to Hensley, and he'll lay it in.
Timeout.
And Coach Kokenhauer is going to call his second and last 30-second timeout here with 5:24 remaining in the first half as Logan has gone on a spurt here. After the score was 17-14, it's now an 11-2 run for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and it's the defense, Chris. The defense has really stepped up here. And again, we talk about, I would almost call it the defensive unit when you put Hensley and Townsend in there. You're not really looking for a lot of points from those guys. You're looking for them to spark your offense a little bit, pick up the tempo, and create turnovers. And they've been doing just that as they've come into the game and doing their job right now, really sparking this Logan offense.
Now 12-point lead for Logan with 5:24 left in the first half. And if they can keep extending this, it's going to be very difficult for Wayne to find their way back into the contest, especially the way this pressure is amped up here in the second quarter as Merritt in trouble. His pass taken away by Browning. Over to Hensley. Layup good again.
And Wayne has not gotten the ball across half court here in the past couple of minutes.
They get it over to Merritt. His lob pass almost taken away and going to be a foul on Townsend.
Yeah, and that's a good call there. Townsend almost got there. But, man, this pressure right now is daunting. This is like a diamond press here that you see Logan run. Chapmanville used to run this same kind of press with Obina and Achille Killen and those guys, and Logan doing a great job with it right now.
Danger in the backcourt again. Sansom lobs it up ahead, finds Adkins as he'll cross midcourt, trips himself up, but the ball ends up finding Dotson. Now they kick it out. 3 on the way from the left side, and that's a big one there for Merritt as he gets it to go.
Merritt needed that one, and Wayne needed that one. That's a little shot in the arm.
30-19 Logan as Browning had it knocked away by Sansom. Thought he had gotten it off of Browning, but they say last touch by the Pioneers.
Yeah, and that shot from Wayne, that's the first time they've gotten the ball across half court in a while, and then they knocked down a big 3 there. And a lot of people are saying, well, why wasn't Adkins called for the walk? Again, the ball was away from him before his feet ever came back down.
And this is a Wayne team that can hit from the outside. They hit 12 threes in their win over St. Joe earlier this year. As Browning gets it over left side for Hensley, kicks it back out. Browning wide open for three, no good. It was online, but off to the left. Rebounded by Adkins. He lobs it up ahead. Sansom gets behind people, but now Browning catches up to him. Sansom goes to the right hand, but Browning able to deflect it away.
And Browning's such a good shot blocker.
Now Williamson over to Hensley. He'll take a three from the wing, in and out, no good.
I felt that one going, and Hensley it rattled out for him.
Now Bryant gets it up ahead for Merritt, 30-19 Logan. Inside for Bryant, tried to throw up a tough shot, and it's going to say deflected out of bounds by Logan, so it'll stay with Wayne.
I saw Cameron Hensley before the game warming up with Coach Beto shooting threes, and I was like, you may see him throw one up tonight, and I thought that one was money.
It was online. It just rattled out on him. As they get it into Sansom, he's not had many looks, and this time no good either as it's off the front iron. Outlet pass to Williamson, trying to chase it down. He's able to catch up to it. Dish is off, no look pass to Hensley, but he lost it on the way up. Now behind the back dribble by Dotson, loses it as Hensley goes diving for it out of bounds, and last touch by Logan.
Well, you love to see that hustle, though, from Cameron Hensley. Just getting on the floor, diving into the bleachers there. About took out the first couple of rows. Man, what a hustle play, though, from Logan.
Get it in for Dotson. Tried to feed it underneath, but intercepted by Hensley.
And good job by Hensley to keep his dribble while it looked like he had lost his balance.
So he didn't get the one steal, but he gets this steal. Now they get to Browning. Over to Williamson. Corner three on the way. No good over the rim and rebounded by Dotson.
And Williamson, he's not going to get many looks like that. Surprised that one didn't go.
A chance up ahead. Wayne getting up the floor. Shot off the mark for Dylan May, the sophomore. Now here comes Logan back. Browning cuts to the rim. Great feed by Hensley, and that'll be another two for Scotty Browning.
And Hensley did a good job there, finding Browning, who was cutting, and this lineup has proven to be a huge spark for the Wildcats here in the second.
Merritt tries to drive in on the right side. Can't finish on the layup. Rebounded by Glick. Here he comes up the floor. Bounce pass to Browning on the left side. Goes up with a hook. No good. Rebounded by Bryant.
And this one's just all heck has broke loose here. This has just been an up and down game all this quarter.
Now here comes just a quick three by Dotson. No good. Rebound underneath and going to be fouled from behind is Williamson as he ended up hacking May to the ground.
I tell you what, man, Cameron Hensley, he's got one speed, and that's full speed, and he's been doing that all game. He dived at that ball and ended up face first on the ground. I think he looked at Coach Green earlier and said, "Yeah, I'm going to need a water break, Coach."
I'm going to say the scuff marks he's got on himself after each game is incredible.
Well, I mean, and you need a guy like that. I mean, you got to have a guy on your team that does things like that. And Cameron Hensley, he's a very valuable piece to this Logan High School team.
As May misses the first free throw, is now Slack and Adkins back into the game for Logan.
Number 20 in for Logan. I don't recognize him.
And we don't have him on the roster sheet, of course, as May ends up making the second free throw. Yeah, we'll see if any of our friends out there in video productions and radio land will help us out who number 20 is. We even got the look of we don't know from the fans in front of us. Cole Blankenship, thank you very much.
That's who it is.
Blankenship gets it in the corner. No good on the three-pointer. Rebounded, though, by Atkins. He goes up with the left hand, and he'll finish.
And Atkins has got a great finish with the left hand, and he's come such a long way since the beginning of this season, Chris. He's doing a great job in his role for Logan.
34-20 in favor of Logan. 2:25 to go here before the half. Merritt drives in right side, kicks it back out. They'll swing it to the top of the key for Maynard and set up the offense. Haven't seen a set piece here in a while on either side.
No, we really haven't.
Maynard backs out beyond the three-point line, finds Sansom, and now they switch Slack onto him. Kicks it out front. Three on the way. Good look for Wayne. No good off the mark for Maynard. Rebound tipped around, and Browning tears it out, and he'll be fouled on the ricochet by Sansom.
And that was a great pass from underneath the basket all the way out to the three-point line. Just Wayne couldn't finish there. And you're starting to see now Logan just really kind of put their foot on the gas here and try to pull it away, and they're going to try to get this to 20 before the end of the half if they can.
Right now you've got 16 fouls against Wayne, 5 team fouls against Logan.
A lot different than last night's game.
Oh, Lord.
Logan had about 15. Winfield had 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coach Kevin Gertz, he was having to get worried at who he was going to go to on that bench after a while.
He's going to start playing Coach Toth.
They get it over for Browning. He drives baseline, puts up a floater, banks it off the right side, and Scotty Browning continues impressive game tonight.
What a great night Scotty Browning's had here in the first half. He's just filled it up.
He's got 18 now here in the first half. He's got half of Logan's points. 36-20 as Wayne crosses the timeline. Maynard gets caught, kicks it out to Dotson, though. He'll fire a three and connects.
Big shot there from Dotson as he knocks down another three, and Wayne looks to try to cut it to 10 or less if they can before half.
They get it over to Glick. He gets a good look from the left wing for three. Off the front iron, no good, and rebounded by Merritt. So here comes Wayne back in transition. Dotson, he'll stop inside the arc, pull-up jumper, and he gets the friendly bounce.
Yeah, and that's 5 in a row there for Wayne. Nice little run for them to try to get this game back to more manageable. And again, Logan was looking to push the lead, but Wayne has cut into it.
Well, I said this was at 16 a moment ago. Glick almost gets his pocket picked as Maynard snuck in on him.
Glick almost got caught sleeping there. And looks like Wayne's going to finish this out in that zone. Logan's going to hold for one.
And they're down to 40 seconds left here in the first half. Wayne going to come out, like you said, and try and contest here. They do have the possession arrow right now if they were able to force a tie-up. Blankenship gets it, now lobs it back to Browning, 28 seconds.
If you're Logan, you can't afford to get too lazy with the ball here.
Glick still looking at the clock behind him with 20 seconds as the crowd starts to get into it, trying to get a Logan bucket here before halftime.
I wonder who's going to shoot this one.
And so if they can free up Browning, you'd love to see him get the look here with the half that he's had. We're down to 7 seconds. Now Glick goes, gets into the middle, finds a little crease, goes in on the right side, and Jaron Glick able to finish here to end the first half.
Slack got a steal late, but was unable to finish.
And Logan will go into the half, leading at 38-25 here in this Region 4 Section 2 semifinal matchup from Willie Acres Arena. As Nathan and I will step aside for 2 minutes ourselves and be back after this as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital, compassionate personal quality care that's close to home, with caring skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me, Nathan Bush, as we are at the half here from Willie Acres Arena, and the Logan Wildcats leading the Wayne Pioneers by a score of 38-25. And here in the Nathan, it was Scotty Browning getting things done on the scoreboard for the Wildcats, but the real story, it seems like, is the defense of the Logan Wildcats.
Defense did a job, but man, Scotty Browning, you got to keep your eye on him. He's hotter than fish grease out there. I mean, he's on fire, and you can't keep up with the guy. I mean, he's been filling it up, but Logan's defense has done a great job here in the first half, and they've really kind of slowed Wayne. But you got to tip your hat to Wayne. They've battled and stayed in this ball game. A lot of people probably thought this game would be out of reach by halftime, but Wayne says not so fast, my friend. They're in this one still, only down 13 at the half.
And again, right now, waiting on some updates as well, some other games from around the state. It's just seeing how everyone's doing, and some elimination games, some girls' games to go to the state tournament. So we've got all sorts of high school basketball action going on the boys and girls side here tonight. But let's take a look at the first half scoring here and get you updated on where all the scores are at. Right now, it's Brandon Dotson leading the way for Wayne with 10 points, followed by Daniel Bryant with 6 points, Jake Merritt with 5 points, Ryan Maynard with 3 points, and Dylan May with 1 point to round out the scoring for the Pioneers. On the other end, leading all scorers is Scotty Browning with 18 points, followed by Cameron Hensley with 6 points, Aiden Slack, Garrett Williamson, and Jaron Glick all with 4 points, and Landon Atkins with 2 points to round out the scoring for Logan in the first half.
Yeah, and again, you look at Scotty Browning really leading the way there. Cameron Hensley and Corey Townsend provided great sparks off the bench. Glick kind of got going a little late there in the second quarter. Slack knocked down a big shot to start the game. I mean, it's a balanced attack. Garrett Williamson does a great job on defense, just shutting down whoever he has to guard. They really have a struggle in their hands going on. So Logan, just another balanced attack as they normally do. Quick update here, the score from Tug Valley as the girls from Tug Valley look to go back to state tournaments. 50-31, they lead third quarter against Gilmer County as the Lady Panthers looking to go to Charleston yet again.
And again, we've got the Logan girls already in the state tournament, and AAA looking to get Tug Valley in now, and Single A looking to see if Chapmanville can spring the upset tomorrow night, get in Double A on the girls' side.
If Chapmanville pulls that upset tomorrow, and here's you see some halftime stats on video production. Logan shooting 50% from the floor, Wayne 36%. Wayne, though, 40% from three as Logan shoots 25% from three. Logan shot 6 free throws, made 3. Here's the big one, 20 rebounds for Logan, 14 for Wayne. 5 turnovers for Logan, 7 for Wayne in the first half. But, again, if Chapmanville girls sneak in the state tournament, it might have been easier just to have the state tournament here at Willie Acres Arena for the area teams, because Logan's in, looks like Tuck Valley's on their way, and then Chapmanville's got a chance. I mean, Mingo Central's got a shot, so a lot of area teams could be heading to Charleston on the girls' side as well as the boys' side. So as the tournaments continue, we'll keep you up to date.
Yeah, and
I think we're going to get another live look in here at the half.
Oh, Lincoln
County has come back. It is 31-27 at the half. Lincoln County leads Scott. That's going to come down. That's going to be a dandy finish, I have a feeling.
Well, I was wondering why I hadn't heard from Joe yet. I'd say his pin's halfway across the floor there at the Madison Civic Center right now.
Well, you know Joe. He's
he's fiery about his club.
Oh, he loves his Skyhawks.
You love him for it.
Loves his Skyhawks. He's also he's a great announcer. And there you go, Joe. Send my check. But no, I mean that's going to be a fun ball game. Coach Plumley and Coach Ballard's teams are both coming to play, and they know they win there, they've got a chance to go to Charleston because Nitro, Winfield on the other side, they could very easily have to go and play there or potentially host a home game, depending on how this game comes out tonight. So it's a wild and wacky time of year this year.
Yeah, because, Scott's been playing a lot better in the second half of the season. Lincoln County, they had Tully out for a while and then turned around. They beat Hurricane on a three-pointer by Tully at the buzzer the other night in their last regular season game. So, Lincoln County maybe starting to gel back together after having some injury difficulties. And we know that both those teams gave Logan trouble, and Lincoln County did in the first game here at Willie Acres Arena, and then Logan won pretty handily in the second one, and then Scott was the opposite. Logan handled them very easily at Scott, and then here it took a Scotty Browning 3 at the buzzer.
And an Aiden Slack 3 just to get it to overtime.
Right.
And a lot of people say, Scott makes a couple of more free throws. They end up winning that ball game. There's the text from Joe Linville just now as it comes through. I guess he's got him a cup of coffee and calmed down, but
he's snubbing me right now. I see how it is, Joe.
Well, he got you first in the first quarter. They got to me now.
Well, again, it's time now for our Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the second half. And what do you see as the key for Logan going into the third?
Well, Logan needs to continue to play well on defense. They've done a great job there, and they just need to knock down shots. They've really had a hard time sinking some wide open looks here in the first half. They've had great offensive ball movement, great gameplay. They just need to sink some more shots if they want to go and get this one and put it away in the third.
Well, those are your Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the second half, and the key to your health care is with Logan Regional Medical Center, offering care for every stage of life from the Women's Center to pediatrics and primary care physicians. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you. Nathan and I will be back for the start of the third quarter in 2 minutes as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our number one priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and
Back to action here at Willie Acres Arena for the start of quarter number 3. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush with you as errant pass off the back of Slack, but Maynard able to corral it.
Slack just fronted his man there.
Now Maynard will fire it to Merritt in the corner. Back out Sansom. He's been quiet, and he'll stay that way as he misses on this three. Rebound comes out long, and a big collision with Slack and Dotson that time. Thankfully, both get up okay.
Well, you heard the whole crowd go, ooh, and both guys are kind of walking it off here, you can tell.
And both look like football players. We know Slack is definitely, and Dotson as well.
I think it's a must. If you live in Wayne County, you have to play football.
I think so.
I think
too.
that's it's one of the commandments.
And now that foul goes on Dotson. That'll be his second, as Logan will get the ball now for the first time in the third quarter.
Wayne looks like they're going to go. They're still in that 2-3 zone, maybe even 1-3-1 kind of here.
Now to Atkins in the left corner. Skip pass for Glick. He fakes his way in. Now looks down low, finds Slack, dumps it off for Atkins on the right block, and Atkins will finish.
Atkins is doing a good job using his body underneath, using his size to his advantage.
Now 40-25, Logan 1 minute deep into the third as Maynard will jack a three, and he'll hit it from the left side.
Williamson was trying to poke the ball away from behind, and Maynard just kind of stopped, and Williamson went by, and Maynard knocks down the three.
40-28 in favor of Logan. 6:47 left in the third. Slack gets it in the left corner. Skip pass to the right side for Williamson. He'll go for three and nearly banked it in. It fell out. Now here comes Dotson back the other way. Gives it to Maynard. Into the middle he goes. Kicks it out for Merritt. Merritt had Dotson if he would have flicked it to him real quick, and instead loses it off his foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, you can see the frustration there from Maynard. He didn't like, he felt like he was getting elbowed there by Williamson, but again, referees didn't see it that way.
And again, we've talked about Bryce Sansom on the other end. Again, he averages 17.6 points per game, had 22 against Logan, 26 against St. Joe with 5 3-pointers. He's yet to score tonight for the Pioneers. As Williamson gets it to Slack, left corner three on the way, short, but he follows his own rebound. Couldn't control the board, though, as it goes out of bounds.
Slack's frustrated. He knocked down that big shot to start the game, and then he's had a few good looks, and just they've rimmed out and been off a little bit. But once he gets one to go, you got to keep your eye on Aiden Slack.
Now here comes Wayne, and it's stolen by Slack off the miss, off the ball out of bounds, and he gets the lay-in to go with it after that.
Yeah, and that's got to be a big confidence boost. Another steal? No.
And Glick almost took it away, and now it's saved over to Maynard on the right side. Throws out front, dangerous pass, but Sansom gets it from Williamson. Tried to feed it over for Merritt as Slack got a hand on it, but it's saved to Sansom, and he'll put it in for his first bucket on the left side.
Slack to Sampson, and it's a mouthful, isn't it? That was a good play by Slack to save it, but Sampson scores off of it.
Now 42-30. Logan leads it. 5:28 to go in the third. Williamson drives in, kicks it out, over to Browning on the left side. He'll put up a floater on the left side. No good and short, rebounded by Bryant.
Extended 1-3-1 there for Wayne.
Again, Pioneers just continue to linger right now. Again, only trailing by 12 as they get it to the right elbow for Maynard. Back out for Sansom. He'll dribble back towards midcourt with 5 minutes to go in the third.
Logan still in man-to-man.
Now to Merritt on the right wing, guarded by Slack. Merritt between his legs, looking, trying to find a crease. Takes it into the middle, stops, gets Slack on the ground, and he puts up a jumper and connects.
Good shot by Merritt there, and good fake to get Slack to bite. And now it's back to 10.
Merritt averages 8.3 points per game on the year. He's got 7 tonight. Into the corner for Glick. Cross court for Williamson. He'll put up a three from the left wing, buries it.
And if you're going to stay in this 1-3-1, you got to hope Logan's not knocking down three-point shots, and Williamson got that one to go.
Now it's a 45-32 lead for Logan. Merritt gets it up ahead. Tried to bounce pass to Bryant, but it looked like Atkins got his hands on it. Now here comes Logan back the other way. Glick to Browning, drives in left baseline, puts up a short floater, no good, rebounded by Dotson. Here comes Wayne back the other way as we approach the midway point of the third quarter. 13-point Logan lead. Now stepping into a three is Maynard from deep off the back iron and rebounded by Glick. Glick will push it across the timeline here. Now finds a crease, takes it in left side, misses over the basket. Atkins tips it out long, taken by Williamson. Back to Glick, goes up, and he's fouled by Maynard.
And a great play by Atkins to tip that ball out to Williamson, who then drives in, gets the man off his feet, finds Glick, and then Glick draws the foul.
And that'll be number 2 now on Maynard, as Glick will go to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. And he's been Logan's leading scorer throughout most of the second half of the season, misses on the first.
Here's our Thornhill Auto Group replay. You'll see the skip pass, and Williamson just steps up and knocks it down.
And he's got such a pretty release whenever he steps into that shot.
Absolutely. When he gets time and can step into that shot and shoot it, he is just absolutely money.
Still remember being at Tim Murphy's basketball camp way back in the golden ages, and you know he was shooting just like that. As second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Hensley, and he'll feed Slack for the lay-in.
And there's Hensley back in doing what he does, all that dirty work. Oh!
Merritt tried to save it as the pass got away right in front of the scorer's table, but it goes out of bounds over to Logan.
Quick update, 65-49, Tug Valley leads Gilmer County. The girls 1 minute and 50 seconds away from a trip to Charleston.
Now full timeout called here with 3:32 to go in the third. We'll step aside as well as you're listening to and watching Logan basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital. Now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
The road to total savings starts here, Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick, Chevy, GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Back to action here at Willie Acres Arena for the Region 4 Section 2 semifinals. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush with you as Logan leads it 47-32 with 3:19 left in the third. Glick on the left wing. Still 2-3 zone here for Wayne. Turn around to Browning. Now into the corner for Williamson. Gives it off to Slack. He cuts to the basket. Can't finish with the left hand and rebounded by Merritt. He gets it up ahead for Dotson. Logan trapping in the backcourt over to Atkins. Atkins, the freshman, gets into the middle, had it picked away by Williamson, but into the hands of Merritt. Merritt in trouble, looks underneath, finds a man, ball chased down, now kicked into the corner. 3 on the way for Sansom. No good as it was on line, but too strong, and rebound knocked out of bounds off of Wayne.
Good possession there for Logan defensively. They just frustrated Wayne, even though Wayne actually got a pretty good look at the basket. 37-29, Lincoln County leads Scott at the moment.
Again, tough ball game there. It's an elimination game all the way around tonight in this region and section. So we'll keep that updated as well as we move throughout. 2:34 to go here in the third as Browning gets it on the left wing, top of the key for Glick. Now to Browning, or Williamson, back out for Glick. He'll drive in on the right side, find a lane, and he lays it in. Do they count it? Yes, they do, and the foul for Jaron Glick.
And Glick got right to the rim, right to the hoop, laid that one in, and there was some contact, and so Glick will go to the line to shoot.
Now this could be the spurt Logan was looking for to create this separation from Wayne. Again, it was 42-32 just a little bit ago in the last 7 to Logan.
And here you'll see it, and right there on the back, Atkins lost Glick and tried to recover, just wasn't able to do it on our Logan Regional replay on Video Productions.
And he hits the free throw. Yeah, it looked like the freshman that time just kind of paused, didn't think that Glick would take off, and he relaxed a little bit, and Glick made him pay for it. Bryant in the middle, kicks it out to Dotson. Open 3 on the way, over the rim, no good. Rebounded by Williamson. Now he looks up ahead, gets it to Glick on the right side. He Euro steps into the lane, kicks it out for Hensley, now to Browning.
About 3 guys were right in front of Scotty Browning.
And that leaves Slack open. He goes for 3, no good from the left wing, but Glick gets the long rebound. Williamson wide open underneath. Glick finds him, counted, and the foul for Williamson.
And Williamson, you can see him standing there, arms up in the air like, hey, here I am, and Glick found him. Good finish by Williamson and the foul. And now Logan really starting to pull away.
Yeah, again, this lead is now swelled to 20. As we said, in 8 of Wayne's 10 losses this year, they've lost by 20 or more points. As Williamson misses on the free throw attempt. Rebounded by Wayne. Looking up ahead, they find Sansom underneath to Bryant. Bryant trying to find an opening. Gets it to Merritt in the left corner, and he'll bury a 3.
I'll tell you what, good job by Merritt to knock that down.
He's knocked down 2 tonight.
Ooh.
He's got 10 points as Slack crashes to the deck trying to draw the foul, and here comes Maynard back the other way. Tough left-handed layup, can't convert as that'll be a foul on Glick, however.
Yeah, and Slack's frustrated by the lack of foul calls there, and he was really upset that there was no whistle.
Yeah, he took it hard that time.
He did. He really took a hit.
Now that'll bring Maynard back to the free throw line.
We've seen Slack take some hits, though. He's tougher than a $2 steak.
He hits the first, and if you've had Nathan Bush's grilling, you know about tough $2 steaks.
Listen, sir.
I'm joking.
You can insult me for a lot of things, but you insult my grilling, we're going to throw down.
I'm just jealous I haven't had any of it. Second free throw good as well.
You had Nathan Bush's barbecue. It changed your life.
Oh, I've seen it on Facebook, and I salivate. I'm like Homer Simpson in the window whenever I look at your pictures. As Maynard hits both free throws, 52-37 now in favor of Logan. As we're down to 1:13 to go in the third quarter. Back up top for Williamson. He'll drive in right side, kicks it out for Glick, pump fakes. He drives in, but is cut off by Atkins. Now gets by Atkins, finds a little opening, pull-up jumper off the side of the rim, and rebounded by Sansom. Oh, and there's a push by Dotson. Him and Slack have been going at it, and now the referees have to get between him and Williamson.
And Logan needs to cool it. They don't want to get anybody teed up here and potentially lose them for the next game.
Yeah, and you even see Fuji Williams pointing at his head, telling his players, use it right now. Don't get yourself ejected.
Yeah, Williamson's upset. Slack's upset. Let's see what the officials dole out here.
Yeah, because Dotson just came right over and blatantly shoved Slack.
Yeah, he did. That was just absolutely blatant.
Now, I don't know what happened prior to that.
There's been some jawing back and forth tonight.
And now the officials still discussing on whether there's going to be some technicals or possible ejections off of this.
Honestly, I hope there's no ejections. Maybe a technical, but I mean, you can live with that, but you don't want to see anybody tossed out in a game like this.
Yeah, now hopefully the officials use that discretion here in this situation.
I mean, even Dotson doesn't. I don't think he needs to get thrown out of the game, honestly. I mean, give him a technical. You could even give Slack a technical or Williamson a technical, but you don't want to see anybody get tossed here.
Yeah, I think you see one of the wing
coaches
they're
over discussing it.
Yeah, talking with Coach Green and Coach Williams for Logan. I think just letting them know, hey, look, no hard feelings off of that. There was just something that happened.
It's a frustration. It's a frustration foul there. Wayne trying to get back into this, and they're frustrated. They're down right now on the road, so let's see what the officials decide to do. While they're making that decision, Tug Valley, the girls are headed to the state tournaments as they defeat Gilmer County 65-53. Tug Valley girls on their way back to Charleston. They'll join the Wildcats from Logan in Charleston.
Well, congratulations to the Tug Valley girls as well. That's a great accomplishment. Looking forward to seeing where their matchup will be. You'll see those matchups by the end of tonight. Again, by the time I got home last night, Logan's draw was already up for the girls.
Yep.
So the SSAC kind of already has a good idea of where they're going to put these teams unless a severe upset occurs.
Looks like there's going to be technicals handed out, but I don't see any ejections.
Yes, you kind of saw the official point at both sides here, so I'm like you. I think we're going to see double technicals.
And I think that's the right call.
So they're still working everything out here. We have exactly 1 minute to go in the third quarter, and Logan leads Wayne 52-37 in this sectional semifinal game.
And again, I think hopefully that's all that comes to this, and then we can get back to the ball game here. I don't want to see anybody tossed out because, again, if you're Logan, if you get tossed out, you're suspended the next game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's 2 games. If you get
two.
tossed.
That would be big. That could be potential sectional final and regional final ball game that you're suspended.
Yeah, I think that's why Coach Green and company are down there right now. They're huddled up with their arms around each other, just trying to say, hey, let's keep our heads right now. Again, we're in the driver's seat in this game. Let's not do anything stupid to get thrown out of here.
Well, the score right now in Madison is 45-40 in favor of Lincoln County. And looks like there's not going to be any technicals, actually.
Yeah, I think maybe offsetting there.
Yeah, maybe offsetting technical fouls, but again, we didn't really get the full thing.
And Dotson goes to the bench here for Wayne just to try and get him cooled off a little bit. Now the pass is stolen from Maynard into the hands of Slack. Now to Hensley. He'll kick it out to Glick. Drives into the middle. Short range jumper. Gets the friendly roll.
Nice shot there from Glick on the steal. And that shove from Dotson may have gotten Logan even more fired up than they were beforehand.
Glick's got 9 points now as Wayne breaks the pressure. They trap, though, in the front court. Sansom lobs a pass over to Atkins. He'll heave up a 3, and he buries it.
Nice shot from Atkins. The freshman hits a big shot for the Pioneers.
And he averages 8.2 points per game. He had 18 points in the win over Huntington St. Joe and hit 6 3-pointers in that game, so he finally knocks one down tonight.
Now Logan going to hold for one again.
We're down to 16 seconds to go here in the third quarter. As we saw against Herbert Hoover, they did this in the game, and they scored at the end of every quarter, including the Browning 3 at the end.
Well, they've done that so far.
Now with 5 seconds, Hensley drives in, kicks it out to Glick, gets to the free throw line, jumper up, and they finish with a bucket again as the quarter draws to a close, and Logan leads it 56-40 as we head to the final period. Back after this as you're listening to and watching Wildcat basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Do you need to see a doctor fast? At Logan Regional Medical Center Primary Care Walk-In Clinic, we know your time is valuable. Our new facility is designed to provide patients with the opportunity to walk in and quickly be seen by the doctor without having to make an appointment. We are open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 384 Airport Road in Chapmanville. For more information, please call 304-239-8090.
Fourth quarter begins here from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd, Nathan Bush with you. Scotty Browning goes for a quick 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebounded by Sansom.
Haven't heard much from Browning in that third quarter.
And Glick bumps into Sansom in the backcourt, so that'll be the second foul on him.
Logan still putting that pressure on in the backcourt.
And 16-point lead for the Wildcats, looking for a date in the sectional finals on Friday here from Willie Acres Arena against either Scott or Lincoln County in a tight contest right now at the Madison Civic Center. As they get it up ahead for Merritt. Merritt, he'll pull up a three from the near side. Can't get the roll. Rebound tipped around. Goes into the hands of Maynard, and he'll lay it in.
Maynard's had a nice night for Wayne here tonight. He's really done a good job.
He's into double figures now with 10 points. So 56-42 now. 48-40 Lincoln County as that game goes to the fourth quarter over in Madison as Hensley hits the deck hard. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, so again, Lincoln County and Logan had quite a very good ball game here the last time they played. Logan and Scott, again, had a great ball game. If Logan's able to hold on here as Hensley goes to the line, a date with either one of those teams would be a fun matchup on Friday.
I agree, and you know, the coaches on both sides, Scott and Lincoln County, I said they've done such a good job this year too, and you know, one of their seasons will end in the next 10 to 15 minutes, it appears, as Hensley hits on the first.
Hensley with a big shot there. Again, does all the little things. And
a lane violation against Logan here will wipe out the second free throw.
Is that on Browning?
I think so. I think he stepped on the three-point line.
I think he did. Because you saw him trying to keep his balance, and that led to that call there.
57-42 now, Logan, as we're 7:10 remaining in the fourth. Over to Zane Atkins. He hit a second ago. This time, no good.
He had a wall named Cameron Hensley in front of him this time.
Now Hensley gets behind the defense as he's fouled on the way up and can't convert the layup. It'll go to the line to shoot two.
I'm impressed with Cameron Hensley. I really am. Just the way he can get up and down the court, and he just doesn't care if he hurts himself. He just dives and goes after everything, and that's the kind of guy you want to see play like that.
That's going to be the third foul on Maynard. That's 18 fouls against Wayne, 4 against Logan here in the second half, as Hensley's first free throw up and off the mark.
And Wayne again going to try and cut into this lead. It's almost a do or die time for the Pioneers at this point.
Second free throw rolls off, rebounded by Bryant underneath for Wayne. So now here they come into the front court, over to Sansom. Steps into the right lane, now reverses back, kicks it out for Adkins, goes into the middle for Bryant, now back to Maynard, over to Sansom. Slack flies at him and can't hit on the three attempt, but Bryant gets the rebound, goes back up. He's short on the putback and rebounded by Glick. Here comes Glick across the timeline, 6:35 to play. Glick, nice look for Slack, but he misses the left-handed layup. He looked like he was going to kick it out for three, but instead went underneath for Slack. And now here's Merritt for three on the other end. He's short. Rebounded by Glick, had it knocked away by Adkins, and it'll stay with Logan.
That was a nice pass from Glick, and Slack I don't even know if Slack knew the ball was coming. He just kind of reacted. I thought Glick was going to Williamson for three, but instead the nice no-look underneath.
Yeah, I agree. That was a great job looking off the defender and had Slack open that time, as Logan with the ball back, leading 57-42. Is Glick going to be called for a travel? That might be the first travel call we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I believe it is, actually. Glick just kind of stutter stepped there, and referees blew the whistle.
Al Sansom will inbound in the backcourt in front of the Logan fans as they'll work it around in the backcourt. Sansom to Maynard. Dangerous pass, but it finds Atkins underneath the Bryant. He puts it up shy of a layup and couldn't get it to go. Looked like he got a little spooked there that time and pulled up a little too quick.
Yeah, sometimes those footsteps, they get you.
Now Slack in the left corner. 5:45 to play, into the middle for Hensley. Tough catch, but he makes it, and they're going to call him for a travel.
Yeah, said one travel, and now we got two.
I was going to say, once that floodgate's open,
yeah,
who only knows.
Logan still bringing pressure.
They get it up ahead for Maynard across midcourt, up the right side. Double teamed by Slack and Williamson. He breaks between it, pulls up for a jumper, and he hits.
Nice shot there for Wayne, and they've got it to 13, Chris.
57-44 now with 5:25 to play. Glick over to Browning. Penetrates over to the right side, swings it out for Hensley, into the middle for Slack, puts up a short jumper, and he connects.
And Slack's got to feel good that one win. It seems like he has just struggled during this ball game, but he knocked that one down.
That does break him into double figures now with 10 points as the lead back to 15. Atkins gets by Glick, drives in on Hensley, rejected as Atkins hits the ground. Oh, Atkins just swatted that with authority. Now over to Slack. Jumper from the left side, rims off twice, and rebound knocked out of bounds by Wayne. It'll stay with Logan.
What a block by Hensley. Goodness.
Yeah, that had a little extra oomph to it as he swatted it out.
Yeah, really. And Slack and Hensley will take a seat. Townsend and Adkins have checked back in.
So 4:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Logan with the 59-44 lead as Williamson gets it in the middle. Turnaround jumper off the back iron. Rebounded by Merritt, but had it knocked away by Townsend, and he saves it. Into Williamson. Drives in right side. Can't finish on the layup. Rebounded again by Williamson, and this time he will convert.
Corey Townsend, another spark off the bench, Chris. He comes out, forces a turnover, gets a big save, leads to a bucket for Logan.
It's 11 points now for Williamson in the game. 4:25 to go. 61-44 Logan. Atkins over to Merritt, gets an open three from the left corner, short. Atkins gets the rebound for Wayne, back out to Sansom. Sansom steps back, gives it to Atkins in the left corner. He'll drive in on Williamson, can't find an opening, over to Maynard. Maynard gets by Atkins, had to go to the left hand and couldn't finish on a tough drive.
And the left hand, I think, was what threw him off there. Nice move from Glick.
Was able to sidestep, dribble through that time, and then gets fouled on the way to the basket with exactly 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, again, Logan now, Wayne got it to 13. Logan starting to extend that lead again. If they can make these two free throws, they can get it back to 19.
Well, just a reminder, this game brought to you in part by Nationwide Insurance Agent Greg Dalton, who is a proud supporter of Logan Wildcat Athletics and the community of Logan County. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, call the Greg Dalton Agency at 304-752-8300. Greg Dalton Insurance with offices on Main Street in Logan and Main Street in Chapmanville. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. So Glick at the charity stripe. Missed on the first, but converts the second. 62-44 Logan.
Big shots there from Glick to knock those down.
Sling it up ahead for Sansom. He'll take a left corner three over the rim, no good, and he's just not had any chance here tonight with Williamson and Slack riding him all over the court. Underneath, Glick finds Atkins. He goes up, can't finish. Rebound tipped around and taken by Bryant. So here comes Wayne back. 3:37 left in their season. And again, three of these Wayne starters, seniors, in the final minutes of their high school career. They get it over for Sansom, who's one of those seniors. Out for Merritt. Merritt will drive to the free throw line, gives it off to Bryant. Bryant drives in, gets it over to Sansom. Baseline jumper off the side of the iron and rebounded by Williamson. Here he comes up the middle of the floor with an 18-point lead behind his back and lost it on the way in, but gets it back over to Atkins. He'll go up and lay it in.
Good finish for the big man underneath. Quick update, 50-46 right now. Lincoln County leads Scott.
Whew. That one's coming down to the wire.
About 4 minutes to go.
Now Merritt in the middle, pull-up jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Williamson, up ahead for Browning. Browning drives in left side, misses on the shot. Townsend gets it back, and he'll lay it in for his first bucket.
And I think we're going to get a timeout. Timeout, Wayne.
So 2:45 remaining in the game. Logan leads it by 22. We'll be back after this as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Ooh. 1 point game.
Conley wants a timeout. Play 3:34 to go in the game. It's turning out to be a barn burner here at the Madison Civic Center. You're listening to high school basketball on WZAC, the Scout Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Boone Memorial Hospital, located in Madison.
Regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the
No good, but rebounded by Wayne as Sansom has it. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you. Final 2:27 of action here from Willie Acres Arena as Logan will be on their way to face Lincoln County or Scott on Friday. As Sansom with a nice take, he'll lay it in.
Yeah, and again, that Lincoln County Scott game, it's a 1-point ball game right now as Lincoln County was leading on our last look-in. And with the way this game's going, with this one will probably wrap up before that one, as Logan just looking to kind of run the clock out here now and end Wayne's season.
And again, that game has about 3.5 minutes left in it on video productions as well. As it gets over to Slack on the left side, back up top for Townsend. He'll swing it over for Browning, now back to Townsend. So he'll dribble over to the left side, gets into the paint, kicks it out for Browning. Logan continues just to play keep away here. As clock continues to churn with a 20-point lead.
Again, Logan will be back here Friday. Hosting.
They're going to be hosting, who knows yet, but it's going to be interesting and definitely a jam-packed crowd that's allowed in here for that contest.
I tell you what, you couldn't put another person in the Madison Civic Center right now from the looks of it on video productions.
We're down to a minute 13 to play. Logan continuing to just play keep away up top. Browning with it now, swings it over for Williamson. They're out near midcourt. Williamson circles around, lobs a pass back over to Browning with 1 minute to go. And looks like Coach Kokenhauer probably will foul here in a moment, wanting to get his 3 seniors a chance to check out and get an ovation.
Absolutely.
Townsend,
and there it is.
Yeah, he'll be reached in on by Maynard from behind, and that'll give them a chance to honor their 3 seniors that were in the lineup.
Yeah, and looks like Logan's going to put their subs in as well, so here we go.
You hear some of the ovation from the Logan fans, even on the other end from the Wayne fans as some of theirs check out. And again, tough always whenever your season and your career comes to an end, regardless of what level it is.
It looked like Atkins come out and he wasn't supposed to.
It's like, dude, you're a freshman still.
It's like, no, you're playing. Get out there.
And I think he's limping a little bit, so I think maybe he was thinking he was coming out after as Townsend misses the first.
Again, Logan be back in action. Our coverage, I believe, 7:15?
I don't know. Let's figure. We'll find out.
That was more for your edification than anybody else's. And Townsend sinks that one, and he will have a seat.
And so he'll finish the game with 3 points. 49 seconds remaining on the clock as Logan leads at 67-46. As bringing it across will be Dylan May, the sophomore for Wayne, picked up by Blankenship. Gives it over to Adkins. Adkins ball fakes, gets towards the middle. He'll take a 3, no good. Rebounded underneath by Logan. Now Blankenship will bring it up the floor with under 30 seconds to play. As May tried to pick his pocket, fell down. Now give it off up top as Logan will continue to go to work on the clock. Shot up, no good. Rebounded though by Maynard. He'll go back up, no good. As Chance Maynard tried to convert on the rebound there, but we're down to 12 seconds left. As they'll cross the timeline, Will May, and the Logan crowd cheering their club on as they move into the sectional finals on Friday night here from Willie Acres Arena, as the last bucket will count for May as he puts it in at the horn, and Logan wins it 67-48, and they head into the sectional finals against either Lincoln County or Scott on Friday night. Nathan and I will step aside for a 2-minute break and be back after this as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on video productions.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
We broke the camera.
Welcome back.
Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you as we're getting our celebrity photos in for the evening here.
The only picture anybody ever wants of us.
Yeah, I was going to say, my mom won't even take any pictures of me anymore at this point, so I'll take what I can get at this juncture. But Logan wins it tonight 67-48 over the Wayne Pioneers to move into the sectional finals against either Scott or Lincoln County. That is literally coming down to the final minute now.
Yeah, a minute and 1 second to go. Lincoln County has the ball. They're up 1 on Scott right now, so this could come down to the wire.
Yeah, and again, that packed Madison Civic Center now a 3-point lead as they lay it in. But while that's going on, I'll run through the final scoring here, so it's not just Nathan and I watching another basketball game behind everyone's back here on Video Productions and WVOW. But for the evening, Wayne, they were led tonight by Ryan Maynard with 12 points, Jake Merritt with 10, Brandon Dotson with 10, and you had Daniel Bryant with 6 points, Bryce Sansom with 4 points, Dylan May and Zane Atkins round out the scoring with 3 points apiece for Wayne. On the other end for Logan, they were led tonight by Scotty Browning, who had 18 points, all of them in the first half. Then you had Jaron Glick with 12 points, Garrett Williamson with a double-double with 11 points, Aiden Slack with 10 points. Then you had Cameron Hensley with 7, Landon Atkins with 6, and Corey Townsend with 3 points to round out the scoring. So 4 players in double figures for Logan, a couple of others above the 5-point mark. Goes to show the balance, and as we said, it could be anyone on any given night for the Logan Wildcats.
Yeah, complete team effort for Logan, I thought, Chris, here tonight, and I thought they played a great game, and Logan really did a nice job on just a full team effort and getting everyone involved. You know, Scotty Browning was hot in the first half, then didn't score in the second, but there was plenty of others there to help him out as, again, Scott and Lincoln County, 30 seconds to go. Lincoln County has the ball, and they're up 3 still, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, again, looked like missed free throw there for Scott with an opportunity to cut into that lead, and now Lincoln County, as you said, with half a minute to go, trying to run out the clock and trying to set up a date with Logan here on Friday night from Willie Acres Arena. And again, it's going to be interesting either way. Again, Logan, good news is, regardless win or loss on Friday, they get a regional final game. It's just a matter of if it's here or on the road. And the fact is, they ran into Chapmanville each of the last 3-4 seasons, it feels like.
I mean, Mingo Central was another one that they had run into there a while back when they had Jeremy Dillon, and Logan really has not won a sectional championship in quite some time, so that's one of their goals. I know Coach Green has talked about their goals, winning a sectional championship and hosting a regional final. That's a goal. The ultimate goal, of course, getting to Charleston and playing for a state championship.
Yeah, and they'd love to have one at home as well. As we take a live look in here on Lincoln County and Scott on Video Productions. Again, Lincoln County with the ball, 20 seconds left, leading it by 3. Scott trying to foul right now, and they finally do. Yeah, 16.2 seconds to go. And again, one team's season continues, one ends, and both these teams have been hot at different stretches during the year.
And both teams have given Logan great games this season.
Well, now if they hit one of these free throws, this is a 1-and-1 apparently for Lincoln County. So this is big if it goes, and it does.
It did. And if you're listening to us on the radio, this is going on live right now in the Madison Civic Center. And again, I questioned Coach Ballard moving this game to the Madison Civic Center, and I don't know if that really played into an effect, as now Lincoln County leads by 5.
And almost a steal up ahead, 12.9 seconds left. And Sean Ballard trying to set something up here. Again, Rodney Plumley, he's been on the cusp with a lot of his teams.
And Coach Plumley is another guy who you know, he's run into that Chapmanville buzzsaw the past few years. He's had great teams, and this is a very senior-heavy team for him as Scott misses the three, gets the rebound.
They're trying to find an open look here. They fire another three. That one's airballed, and time's going to run out here on Scott. 3.2 seconds left, and the ball out of bounds to Lincoln County.
And it looks like Lincoln County is going to advance and move on to play Logan here on Friday.
So, boy, what a big win for Rodney Plumley's club. But, again, still big hats off to Sean Ballard and his club after that rough start this year.
Yeah, and honestly, Chris, I saw them the first game of the year, and I really thought they wouldn't have much this season with Scott. I thought it would be more of a rebuilding year. They proved me wrong. They've come out and played great. So hats off to Coach Ballard and the Scott Skyhawks for their season this year.
Again, it's time now here while they're in timeout for our Boone Memorial Hospital Player of the Game. And tonight, again, tough to gauge. Again, Scotty Browning with the great first half for Logan. On the other hand, you come out in the second half, the defense by Williamson and Slack, and then Glick picking it up in the second half. So we're going to give it to Scotty Browning after a little bit of discussion.
Yeah. I mean, it could have went to a number of players. It could have went to Williamson. It could have went with, I mean, you could even gave Corey Townsend and Cameron Hensley an honorable mention for the way they sparked this team off the bench. So, but Scotty Browning seems to be the way to go. He was the guy who was lighting it up at the beginning of the first half. And again, he shot 50% for the night. That's pretty good. And it didn't even score in the second half. So, great night shooting for Scotty Browning.
Yeah, again, finished 18 points, three assists, and 50% shooting on the evening. 14 of those points coming in the first quarter to help ignite Logan early, get them out in front, and never really allow Wayne back into the game.
And that's the final from 59 to 54, correct, Garrett? 59-54, Lincoln County gets the win over Scott. Lincoln County will come here Friday night to take on the Logan Wildcats. Coverage begins at 7:15. Talking to you, Chris.
Thank you.
And tip-off will be, or toss-in will be at 7:30.
Well, again, that'll be an interesting matchup between those two. Very senior Logan club in Lincoln County. Again, coming in here and played well the first time against Logan. So we'll see how things shake out and if Logan can gain yet another sectional title under their belt. But again, Nathan and I are going to say goodbye for this evening. We'll be back tomorrow for Tug Valley and Man. So make sure you're with us for that, starting at 6:50 with the pregame show and 7 o'clock with the tip or throw-in here from Willie Acres Arena. But tonight, your final score is Logan 67, Wayne, I believe they counted that last basket, 48 for the final score here this evening. So for Garrett Lester, our engineer on video productions, Emma Gardner, our camera operator on video productions, and Terry Buckley, our engineer in the WVOW studios, alongside me, Nathan Bush, I'm Chris Kidd saying good night here from Middleburg Island as you've been listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on video production.
And we're going out to the Reds.
Ding, ding.